Warchief, we've been trudging through this wasteland for a week with nothing to fight but centaurs and pigmen. We need real enemies to test our mettle.
Yes, boredom and the beating sun have put us all on edge. But we must push on. All will be made clear once we meet the Oracle.
As you say, Warchief. Look, it's the Warsong clan. They're battling humans.
What? Loktar warriors! Hellscream needs help!
Wretched orcs. How dare you follow us to this land?
Save your breath, human. You needed to scream when I start tearing off your limbs.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the third level of the Orc campaign in Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos. And we finally have some access to peons that we're going to be using to build up our magnificent Orc army. And once we get the gap, we are going to be starting with the production of that, immediately followed by making some Orc burrows as well. So we have finally located Hellscream as well, and Hellscream is going to play a massive role in this level in order to complete it. But he is also going to die a couple of times, so we're not going to worry about that too much. There is a dialogue about to happen, so I'm gonna wait for a short while.
What was this about? And how the hell did these humans get here anyway? Same way we did, little brother. Apparently, a frail girl named Proudmover leads them. Her forces have cordoned off the pass that leads to the north. Well, we must make it through the pass despite her. I'll send our hunters to scout the area while we establish a base. Until then, the humans are not to be touched. Whatever you say, Warchief. Let's get on.
Okay, so while we are busy constructing our base, we are going to get a little bit of extra gold from the creeps that we find over here.
Let's get on.
They are not too many, but the little bit of extra gold is going to help us a lot. At the same time, we are immediately going to start with the production of our other buildings. Wait for this one to finish up over here and send our orcs to the gold mine right after. Now, the thing that you would notice is where the undead have their acolytes building a building moving away, the humans can have multiple on a base. Orcs does not have that ability, but instead if you click on the building, you could click on the peon and send it to a destination. So that's just a little something to keep in mind. So this is about it for the creeps of this level. One of the major problems of playing with the orcs is the fact that orcs have very little healing capabilities. Yes, you do get specific human units like witch doctors that can heal your forces for you, but overall, yeah, orcs have very low health regeneration. They make up for that in brute force. Okay, so now just waiting for this little baby to finish, and once that one finishes, our base is completed and Hellscream will start his first assault on a human base. Now, usually in a setup like this,
We spotted multiple human encampments nearby. There'll also be a goblin laboratory, protected by a base to the north.
Interesting. If we can reach the goblins without incident, we can hire their zepplins to fly us above the pass.
now usually for this level what you would want to do is wait for Hellscream to get his forces up and running and attack a human base alongside him. Now, one of the optional quests here is to destroy every single base that the humans has got, but there is no significant reward by completing that optional quest, so we are not going to waste our time destroying the humans. We are instead just going to focus on destroying the blue base and perhaps the white base located over here to get an extra gold mine, but the blue base primarily in order to get to the pass without any hindrance. But if you really want to, you can destroy those other bases too. All you need to do is make sure that you attack with Hellscream in order to get that extra damage plus the tankiness of a Blade Master.
No regard, no God.
So For the time being, we are just going to keep on focusing on the basics of building a base and getting that up and running. We want to get pillage because pillage gives us extra resources when attacking buildings with units like grunts and raiders.
The humans must be slaughtered! Warchief, the Warsong clan is attacking the humans despite your orders!
Damn it. There's nothing to do now but fight. Tighten our defenses. I'll deal with Hellscream later.
So as you can see, Grom's tiny little force has got no chance against the humans. Yeah, he manages to do a little bit of damage, kill a couple of units, but overall it's just like a poke to the human base and giving us an idea of what they've got in their bases. But Grom cannot defeat a base on his own like that. This does, however, give us a little bit of time to get our stuff up and running, but the humans will probably be mustering a small little attack very, very soon. So we're going to get 2 more peons before we go over to the next upgrade. And once we get the stronghold, we are going to get raiders into the fray as well.
Let's get on with it. Say the word. Ready to work.
So, for those of you that played the original Warcraft 1, Raiders played a very big role in the game as being one of the strongest units, but in this Warcraft, they don't do as much physical damage as they did previously. Instead, they've got siege damage, which means they are brilliant for taking down bases and towers and all of those things. Combined with their ensnare ability, you can stop units right in their tracks. These are all valuable tools that you can use. So combining a raider army with your other units is always a very good idea. So don't worry too much about losing our raiders for this one. We will be able to make more, and as you can see, they're not very durable either. Something to note, however, is the ability that I just used with the Kodo Beast. Now, Devour is an incredible ability for the Horde, as it completely takes away one of the units that you are able to devour, and no more worry about that unless the Kodo gets killed. So that's a nearly full health unit that is out of the way. So our army is going to consist of about, let's say, 3 or 4 Kodos, and then the rest is just going to be a combination of raiders, maybe a couple of grunts, and otherwise trolls. So we can actually get that up and running. Hellscream is probably going to be attacking very soon, and he will be going to the base here to the northern side. We will actually join him once he goes over to the base here located on the left side, the white base, which is the Lordaeron Corps. By that time our army should be more than strong enough and ready, and then we'll be able to secure that base for ourselves and get a little bit of extra gold income. For now, it's just basics.
The spirits. What do you want? Where you want me to go? Yes. What do you want? Something legendary?
So another thing to note about the Orcs is the fact that they have the lowest lumber capabilities, in the sense that
Warchief, the Warsong clan is attacking another human encampment.
Perhaps this is our destiny. To go on fighting the humans forever.
What do you want? Huh?
the lowest lumber capabilities, in the sense that yes, they get 10, and it costs wood or trees as well. Well, the Night Elves, they technically have the lowest lumber capabilities, because they get 5 per wisp spin, but they don't destroy trees in order to get the wood. So Orcs with that regard have got the lowest lumber capabilities, or the lowest lumber production rate. I usually go for 5 to 6 peons in order to maintain the lumber standard, and then always, of course, 5 peons on your gold. Okay, so now that the stronghold has been built, we immediately start building the bestiary, and after that has been done, would be a good idea to get a catapult up and running as well.
Yes,
After that has been done, we can get a couple of raiders and kodo beasts in order to go and help and fight with us.
Get on with it.
Okay, incoming attack. Chain lightning ability. And let's just get rid of these mofos. So this is something that the wolves are incredibly handy for, is in order to snipe things at the back, but they're also incredibly handy for sniping, let's say, peasants, especially in the early stages of a multiplayer game. Also, what makes them really valuable is scouting, but other than that, and you would notice that I went for +3 feral spirits instead of chain lightning. The other important thing is they eventually get their critical strike as well, so they do an insane amount of damage later on to other units, especially if you want to target down heroes or anything in that line. Okay, the next attack should be the attack on Lordaeron Corpse. And that is an attack we're going to help out with. So in the meantime, we're going to start making some peons. And move out when Hellscream is ready to move out. Now before we start attacking this base right after this one, we want to go and get one of the hidden items of this level. We can actually start moving our army out in the meantime. 3 catapults is more than enough in order to do our job for us. Keep on making peons. We need about 5 for the new base. And now it becomes a game of patience. It's not needed to go for the spiked barricades, as they only help out when melee units attack your buildings. Other than that, there is no real benefit that you get from it. There we go. Oh yeah, another thing to note, kodo beasts have got the war drums. That is a very, very, very handy skill to have on our side. So kodo beasts increases the overall damage of all of your units.
Let's go. Yes.
There we go. Use a chain lightning ability. That paladin for the time being is not going to be stopped until that ability of his wears off. So just do maximum damage where we can. Devour units that we are able to devour, and once that paladin's ability wears off, we're just going to fall on top of him like this, and then just, you know, completely annihilate him. So he should be, there we go. Yeah, just focus fire him completely. Come on, die, 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 die.
be happy to.
Did I forget to make 2 more? Clearly I did.
Yes.
Okay, so we shouldn't linger too long destroying this base, as one of the other human bases might be getting ready to attack. So we just need to destroy what we need to destroy and get back to the middle side in order to cut off anything that does decide to attack. Also, another thing to note, the most important unit I would say for... Oh, okay, wonderful. Blue is attacking the Warsong instead. The most valuable unit for, or the 2 most valuable units for this level is definitely the Trolls and the Raiders. Raiders with their Ensnare ability upgraded, because the last units that we need to face are Harpies. And those Harpies can only be targeted with ranged units or melee units once they have been ensnared. Okay, so this is one of the bases destroyed. From here on out, we are literally just going to get rid of these final few buildings, and then keep our units around this area. The reason being is because there's a very high chance that Green, who is located here to the northeastern side, might attempt to attack and destroy this base that we have over here. So just for a little bit of extra food supply, we will be making some more burrows. Get those. Get that gold mine, keep them close by to the Great Hall, and now it's just literally going to be a game of patience once again, and Grom will probably go to pick a fight with, I suppose, Green. And then once their attack or counter-attack comes in, we are going to move into the side in order to get one of the items located over there. So yeah, this is a boring section of the level, as nothing is going to happen for a short little while. And have I added that Orcs are one of the slowest races to play with, but I consider them as one of the most fun races to play with, especially if you have a Blade Master in your arsenal, like Hellscream. Okay, so Grom is going to reveal the map for us to show that there's a little cliffside here that we can go up, this ramp over here, and that is where the units are located that we want to go and kill. In fact, we might as well actually go into that direction. Now this kodo is very, very low on health, so we're just going to keep him here to make sure that we don't get surprise attacked by Grey. And then we are going to take care of these. I can't believe what you. Oh yeah, owl bears, and yeah, just owl bears. So we're going to take care of these three and get that cool little item.
Yes.
Incoming gold supply. Ah, there we go.
Let's get on.
Okay, so they are instead going to attack our main base, it seems. Which is okay to a certain degree, other than the fact that we don't have any defenses to deal with this. Wait, we can actually do this. Lead them to the side in order to come and pick a fight with the Warsong. This is brilliant. Perfect. Why waste our forces? Okay, so let's see if we can get one of the little riflemen out of the way. And then just leave this fight. Let Grom deal with the rest. Really? Grom was killed? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we don't want to lose those catapults. Man. Well, if we lose one, that's also okay. Yeah, as long as we have about 2, that should be perfectly fine. From here on out, all that we really need to do is focus on making raiders. And now the waiting game can commence once again, as the Warsong clan took a bit of a hit with that little attack. And once they are ready, of course. Oh man, I forgot to put the rally point on. So once they are ready to attack, they will attack the blue base next, and then we're just going to make a combined effort in order to take out blue and home free.
I am the warchief.
So we wait once again.
Avenge
The spirits are restless.
ready to ride.
Still devouring that rifleman.
What you want
Let's
me to
get
go?
on.
Need something?
I am the warchief.
What you want me to do? What? Who you want me to? Yes, chieftain.
Look regard, no god.
Oh, we've got such a nice little big army.
What you want me to say? The word.
Let's get on.
Yes, chieftain.
Look regard.
What you want me to
There we go.
I am the warchief.
We might as well just continue making headhunters and raiders.
The spirits are restless. Let's get on with it.
Come on, Hellscream, hurry up. Interestingly enough, the Warsong never upgrades their units, but the rest of the human groups do.
For honor. Say the word.
Let's get on.
Need something? Say the word.
Okay, so like before, the catapults will be the primary focus for the units.
Need something?
We will most definitely lose a lot of units during this battle. And look, just look at this. I don't know why the AI is programmed this way, but that is, yep, just the way that they work. Just waste all of Thrall's mana if you possibly can. Oh yeah, of course, if you want to stop a hero like that from using their abilities, just use your Raiders and Snare ability and it will stop their magic dead in the tracks. And voila. I actually forgot about that for a moment. I think there's, yeah, there we go. There's one more tower located here and another one over there. But if you don't have catapults to do the job, raiders are also incredibly good at doing this. Okay, so while this attack is busy happening, the chances are also very high that we might receive a little bit of a surprise attack from Grey to this base over here. Don't worry too much about it. We have practically beaten this level already.
Let's get on. What you want me to go? Say the word. Need something?
Look regard, no god. Let's get on.
We might as well focus fire that barracks since it's so low. Come on, stop it! Ah, what bad luck. But oh well, the catapults served their purpose,
For honor,
so I am pretty satisfied with the results.
I am the warchief.
Need something?
The spirits are restless.
Keep on making raiders and full headhunters. Okay, now to note, we don't have to completely destroy this base. All that we really need to do is get their production buildings out of the way. Once that is done, we can move forward.
What? What you want me to?
Now to note, we want to have at least one kodo beast on our side for when we advance in order to get that little bit of a damage boost.
Say the word.
I am
Say the word.
the spirits are restless. Look regard, no god.
Say the word.
I am the warchief.
Need something? Let's get on. Say the word.
I'm putting my raiders on the third hotkey in order to have an instant group for the ensnare ability. Going to be very handy for what is about to come.
Look regard, no god.
So now another thing to note about this level, if you are really brave enough, you can actually just take a shortcut.
Let's get on.
I'm wondering, did I by chance
Are restless.
miss something over here?
Let's
You
get
can
on.
take this pass over here. Yeah, some creeps, but I can't remember if they hold any valuable items though. Let's find out. You can take this pass over here and try to skip through over there. I have not tried it myself though. I don't consider it to be a very good idea, as the blue usually has a a relatively strong army waiting. Ah, there we go. That's exactly... Oh yes, of course. This is very, very, very important. Get that Tome of Intelligence if you possibly can, and a little bit of that mana regeneration, and now we can move about. Yeah, they managed to get a couple of kills. They stopped our gold production over there. Blah, blah, blah. It's not important at the moment. Okay, use the wolves in order to tank the majority of the damage. Wait. Mofos. Attacking the wrong shit.
For honor. Let's get on with it. Ready?
Our town is under attack.
Okay, so we're going to be facing another one of those cons. Just be careful. Might as well just focus fire him. Don't go about wasting all of your mana on these creeps over here. As you can see, our army is more than strong enough in order to deal with us. The mana is going to be a lot more important for what is to come. So, if you did lose your raiders, like, well, the majority of my raiders, like I just did now, it is not the end of the world, because you are still going to have a relatively large army of, oh, goodness, yes, this is important. You're still going to have a large army of headhunters, so, yeah, don't worry too much. Plus, we're going to have that damage boost, too.
Yes. Yes, I am the warchief.
And this is why it is important for you to get your raiders onto the same group, and to save your mana as well. Oh yeah, Circlet of Nobility, that is awesome stuff. I would rather say trade the Periapt, because Thrall is never really supposed to be in the front lines fight. He needs that extra bit of damage and stats in order to keep him strong. And this is mission accomplished. About, at least.
Who you want me to kill?
All the way back.
Say the word.
So yeah, of course I forgot to mention the third way of completing this level is to just send Thrall in, quickly get a couple of goblin zepplins, and then just run all the way back. Oh yeah, yes, of course. You have to kill all of the creeps located over here. So yeah, you can get the zeppelins out of the way in the meantime, but
Need something.
the strategy would be to get the 2 goblin zeppelins, send them back, board an army basically like this, and then send them back, drop them in a location, get rid of everything here, and mission accomplished. I would say that is the shortest way to complete this level.
With these, we can reach Stone Talon Peak by morning. A true warrior would simply take the pass from the humans. Have you lost what's left of your mind, Grom? I gave you a direct order to leave the humans alone. What the hell is wrong with you? Don't lecture me, pup. The wretches deserved death. Don't you feel it, Thrall? It's like the old days, like the demons are near. I don't know what's come over you and your men, but this bloodlust is a liability that I can't afford. I'm sorry, Thrall. You're right.
I can handle it.
I can't take that chance, Grom. Take your clan into the northern forest and build us a settlement. I'll come and find you after we've reached the Oracle.
Alright, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the third level of Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos of the Orc campaign. And from here on out, this is where things really become interesting in this campaign as well, as we are going to Ashenvale Forest. We get to play with the Warsong clan, and we get to battle and also for the first time see the Night Elves in this game. So definitely stay tuned for the next level of the Orc campaign. I'll see you then. Keep well and bye bye.